Okay, so we have this error that's saying important because an activated user account control UAC on your system. Some functions of XAMPP are possibly restricted with UAC. But if you have this error, I'll take you through how you can fix this error. To install, to fix this error, there are two ways to do it. Okay, so I'm going to click on OK and cancel. So do you want to abort installation process? So we can put yes. So first, one way to do is first we are going to search for system configuration. So like you can see, I have system configuration here, settings. So I'm going to click on open. So on the page here, I'm going to click on tools. So you have at the tools section, we have about Windows, we have change UAC settings. So you are going to click on that, change UAC settings. So I'm going to click on OK. Sorry, not OK. Let's do that again. So system configuration. Okay, so tools, change UAC settings. So we'll click on launch, not OK. I see the launch there. So this will launch the settings. So initially mine is here. So it should be here in the second place. By default, depending, yours may be here or first or anywhere. So you can see you have one first port, 2, 3, 4. So you are going to drag this blue little thing here to the down, to the part where it says never notify me. So you are going to drag it down. So when you drag it down, you don't have to worry. That will happen to your computer as far as XAMPP is concerned. So you are going to click on OK. So you click on OK. You are going to click on OK. So for me, that process doesn't work for me, as you can see. So if I click on this again and try, you can see I still have my error. So which means that process doesn't work for me. So it means we have to try the second method. Maybe the first process may work for you, but it doesn't work for me. So I'm going to try the second process. So what is the second process? So I'm going to click on OK. Cancel again. So for the second process, we are going back to the search. So you are going to search for registry. The way to type, you can see you have something called registry editor. That pops up here, registry editor. So we are going to click on open. So the registry editor is going to open this pop-up window here. So in the pop-up window, we have this at the side. We have each key classes root, each key current user, each key local machine, each key users. So you are going to click on the drop down arrow right in front of the H key local machine. So right in front of the H key local machine, click on the drop down arrow there. It will also pop up a whole lot of another tabs for you. So you click on the H key local machine, you see BD, depending on your machine, you see hardware, you see some security software. So we are going to click on the software. Then drop down right in front of the software. So we click on the H key local machine, You click on the drop down in front of the software. Also going to see a whole lot of pop-ups under the software. So under the software, you are going to scroll down to Microsoft. So under the software, you see Microsoft here. I can see mine here. So right in front of the Microsoft, you also click on the. So in case your own is not here, you can drag this, because sometimes this tab may be close to this, like this. So all you have to do is you just put the mouse here. It will look. The mouse will change to something like this. You can drag for it to expand this side for you. Okay, so you see the Microsoft there. So click on the drop down in front of the Microsoft. Okay, so right in front of the Microsoft, you are going to have another tab. So right, we'll look for Windows. So Windows should be in the W column, because this is arranged in alphabetical order. So if you scroll down to the W column, we look for Windows. Okay, so I can see my Windows here. Okay, so when you see the Windows, you're also going to click on the drop down arrow in front, right in front of the Windows. So I'm clicking on the drop down right in front of the Windows. Okay, so now I'm also going to open this a little bit, so that I can have enough space here to see the tabs here. So now right inside the Windows, we are also going to look for current version. So I can see my current version right here. So I believe you should also see your current version right here. So I want to click the drop down arrow right in front of my current version. Okay, so now right under my current version, I go to look for policies again. I know it may be long. If you are confused, you just have to reverse the video, take your time, and then just follow step by step. It's long, so if you take your time, trust me, it's going to be worth it. Okay, so now when we are under the current version, so under the current version, we are looking for policies. Okay, guys, we are looking for policies. So I'm going to scroll down to the P column. So P column, we can see policies right under the P column, guys. So under the policies, we are also going to click on the drop down right in front of the policies. Drop down right in front of the policies. So you can see the policies will also open the list of folders for you there. Okay, so right under the policies, you are also going to click on the system. You can see system right under the policies. So I go to click on the drop down arrow under the system. Guys, I go to click on the drop down under the system. So trust me, this is the not the drop down arrow under the system. You can click on it again and take this. The system is the last. Okay, the system is the last finally. So you can leave the system like that. You can just so that the system remain like that. So now what I'm going to do now is, instead of clicking on the drop down arrow in front of the system, you double click on the system instead. Okay, you double click on the system itself. If you just click on the drop down arrow, this at the right side will pop up. You double click on the system. You can see I have some things pop up on the right side of this window here. We have default, concern, they are there, guys. Okay, so when you have this pop up, what you are going to do is you are going to look for enable LUA. Enable LUA. Enable LUA. So if I look at my right in the E column, I can see something like enable LUA, like this enable LUA. So I'm going to double click on the enable LUA. Then you can see we have some value here. So the data here is 1. So I'm going to change it to 0. I'm going to change the data from here 1 to 0. guys, 1 to 0. So I'm going to click on OK. So you can see there is something that says you must restart your computer to turn off user account control. You should see this warning right there. So it means you have to restart your computer before this effect can happen, guys. After you've done this, so now I'm going to close this. I'm going to restart my computer. So I want to restart my computer. I need to turn off my recording because I'm recording the screen before I restart my computer. But you can restart your computer right from here. So I'll restart my computer, then I'll get back forward the video, get back to you guys. They will also start from there. Okay, so see you in a short minute. So okay guys, so I'm back restarting my PC. Okay, so I hope if you are continuing this video, it means you have already restarted your PC again. So now that restarting our PC, we will get back. So I'm going to open my file explorer to where my download is. So I'm going back to downloads, so we can see ourselves my XAMPP downloaded here. So I'm going to try again. I'm going to double click on this again. Once again, double click on this. So this is coming again. So guys, as you can see, now that warning doesn't show again. Initially that warning shows, but now we didn't have the UAC something showing there again. So it means we finally solved the problem for the UAC thing on our system now, guys. We finally solved it after you've restarted the issue work. Okay, so now if it worked, then it means you have to continue on the installation now. So now I'm going to click on next. So now here we are going to, you can see we have some selected components. Here we have the server, we have the Apache, we have the mysql file, Zilla FT server, we have the Mercury file. So we can leave all this default selected for us. It means if you install this, you are going to install all these packages alongside. You are going to have, for the server side, we have mysql FileZilla FTP server, we have the Mercury mail server, Tomcat. Then for the programming language, we are having PHP, Perl. Then for the another other side programming language, we also have PHP admin, web, Liza, we have fake mail. So all this, I'm going to leave this checked for now. I'm going to leave all this checked for now. In case you have anything in mind that you don't want to install, you can feel free to uncheck it. Yeah, but I'm going to leave everything checked here by default. Okay, a component here, so it's going to install this component for me. So I'm going to click next. So it's showing us the folder. Please choose a folder to install. So on your local desktop, your C desktop, this is where it's going to install it, the XAMPP/XAMPP. Okay, so I'm fully okay with that. If you have a specific place you want to install, just have to click on the folder right after this. Then you select wherever you want to, but I'm going to maintain this, so I'm going to click on next. So we have the language, whichever language you want to install, you can choose that language to as well. Fortunately, I have only 2 languages, and also I need English automatically. The English is what I'm choosing anyway, so doesn't matter either language or that language. So I don't know how many languages you may have on yours, but probably the English is, but what is, I have only 2 languages, and the English is what I prefer anyway. So I want to click on next. So setup is now ready to install. So yes, let's click next. So we can see this is installing now. So this is going to take, I'm sure this will take a minute or 2 or 3. So I'm going to forward this video to until this finish installing, guys. So guys, as you can see, my installation is almost done. So it's almost done. I think it's almost at the end now. So I think 5 for some few seconds. So almost done. Okay. Alright, so yes, you are going to allow access. Windows Defender has blocked some features. So here we are going to allow access because this is going to use a server. This basically need to run on server. So we are going to allow it. So allow public networks such as those in yes. So here we are going to allow in those networks as well. So I'm going to click on allow access, which is perfectly fine. So setup has finished. Installing XAMPP on your computer. Do you want to start the control panel now? So yes, we want to start the control panel and see if everything is working now. I click on OK. So I'm going to wait for the control panel to open. Start. Okay, so I can see I have my control panel right here. So if I drag my control panel here, you can see we have Apache, then we have the mysql. So we can see all those that the servers we installed. They are here. We have the Tomcat, Mercury, they are all there. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to start the Apache. You can see the Apache now is running. So I'm also going to start the mysql as well. Now this is also running. So once again, we are going to click on allow access to this system. So now you can see my Apache is running and my mysql is running on port 3306. So that's the default port where your SQL is running, 3306. So on the mysql side, I'm going to click on the admin. You can see we have stop admin and the Apache also have stop admin. So at the SQL lane, we are starting only the Apache and mysql. So we started them, now they are running. So I'm going to click on the admin or the mysql side. So I'm going to click on the admin. So what this should do is you open the XAMPP in your mysql XAMPP on your Windows for you. In your browser, so you should see something like this. Once you click on the admin, you can see something like this. You can see I have my database here, my new database, MySQL database here running on the PHP server basically. So if I click on MySQL, you can see you have tables, views, you have some default database here, performance schema, they are all here, columns. So basically, this is the PHP my admin and XAMPP has been installed successfully. PHP my admin and XAMPP have been installed successfully right here. So the next thing is basically since I can stop this now since everything is working. So in the future, if we search for XAMPP control panel, we should see it right here. So in the near future, you run it again. So if I come back to my browser, if I refresh this should not work because my XAMPP has been closed. It's not running. It should not work. So in case I start this again, so this should not work. So you can see this is working now. So in the near future, you want to run it again. That side goes again. Then you are done. Stop it. Then we close it, guys. So guys, if this video is really helpful to you, don't forget to subscribe because I'm going to do a whole lot of tutorial videos on XAMPP, PHP, and a whole lot. So guys, don't forget to subscribe. If this video is really helpful, subscribe so that you get more tutorial videos like this when it's dropped, guys. So thank you guys for watching this video. Don't forget to subscribe once again, guys, and I'll see you in another video when I drop. So yeah. Thank you guys.